this idea of condemned to be free, that you're condemned to be free. I think for a lot of us, we really think like, what do you mean I'm condemned to be free? You know, I mean, when you're in high school and you're growing up, there's a little bit of, you know what your expectations are. You got to go to school, you need to do your work, you do this assignment, you do that assignment, you finish your degree, etc. But when you get done with school, and a lot of you are probably in that situation, what happens is you suddenly get into a case where no longer is it the case that you simply have a clearly drawn out, defined path. In the days of past, there was a clear definition of what you were supposed to do, what you were supposed to be. You're a woman, your job is to grow up and get married and have kids, and take care of them. You're a man, you go and you do probably what your father did. And you do that, and you provide for your family, and it's all very clearly defined what's expected of you. But in modern society, that's no longer the case. You don't just take on a career because that's what your parents did. You find a career. You determine what you want to do. But even when you get a career, you may get 2 job offers, or you may get a job offer that you don't really like, but you're not sure you're going to get one you do like. And so you take the job even though you're not really sure that's what you want to do. And then you begin to worry, well, if I start applying for the job I want, am I applying too soon? I'm going to look like a job hopper. Is this going to negatively affect me? You look at where to live and who to date and who to marry, and everything is out there, and there are all these options. And as a certain degree, it creates angst. It creates a certain degree of angst about what am I supposed to be doing? How am I supposed to be living my life? Should I have made that decision? Should I have made that? And there are books like The Quarter Life Crisis, which is all about, these kind of quandaries that face people in their 20s as they try to determine, because what you decide on a daily basis will be a great effect on your outcome. I mean, I can tell you right now that I spent a lot of my 20s not really knowing what I was supposed to be choosing. And I feel like my life has worked out very well, but I mean, to a large degree, it was just a fluke. I feel like my career is where I like it to be, and I'm happy with that. But to a large degree, I think it was a fluke. If I had made one choice differently, it would have been completely different. And maybe that would have been okay, maybe it wouldn't. If I had made choices differently, I probably wouldn't have married the person I married or had the children I had. Those are all decisions that, and you can worry and agitate over these things, and that becomes its own prison, is the idea for Sartre. That you can become almost overwrapped in it. That causes a core life crisis. It causes a midlife crisis where you get to the point in your middle ages and you go, maybe I made all the wrong choices, and why did I make this choice or that choice? And so for Sartre, the idea is that this freedom comes with its own penalty, which is a condemnation to prison of freedom. That we are, it's a paradox, that our freedom is its own prison.